And President John Dramani Mahama has officially declared his assets, fulfilling the constitutional obligation outlined in Article 286 of the 1992 Constitution and the Public Office Declaration of Assets and Disqualifications Act of 1998. Now, the Asset Declaration, which was submitted in writing to the Audit Service, was duly received by the Auditor General, Johnson Ekuyama-Esiedu. Now, President John Mahama also instructed all appointees in his administration to submit the asset declarations by March 31, 2025.
Performed a simple but brief, very important act of presenting my completed assets declaration forms to the Auditor General as required by Article 286 of the 1992 Constitution and the Public Office Holders Declaration of Assets and Disqualifications Act 1998, Act 550. Ghana's assets declaration regime and its related activities have often been shrouded in secrecy, and only unless in special circumstances, compliance is often difficult to measure. In times past, I would privately have presented these forms to the Auditor General in fulfillment of my statutory obligation. I've taken this step of presenting these forms publicly as a way of injecting some openness and transparency into the process of assets declaration. I've always maintained that while it is all well and good to punish corruption, a more effective way of addressing the canker is preventing it from occurring in the first place. I honestly believe that if properly curated and enforced, the assets declaration process can become a sustainable tool for tackling corruption. Corruption by nature is insidious and thrives under the cover of darkness. The more light that is shone on it, the more likely that it will be fought successfully. I've also taken this step to send an unmistakable signal to all public office holders, especially those that I have appointed, that I take the declaration of assets very seriously and expect full compliance from them. I've asked the Chief of Staff to send word to all appointees to ensure that they declare their assets by the end of the first quarter of this year, that is, by 31st March 2025. I wish to stress that any appointee failing to meet this deadline would face severe sanctions, not excluding removal from office. Even as we strive to hold past government officials accountable for their stewardship, I deem it even more imperative to enforce anti-corruption among our present public office holders. Charity, they say, begins at home.
All right, so let's now speak to our presidential correspondent, Shadrach Odamejare, for more on this. Hello, Shadrach. Welcome to the bulletin. What else can you report to us with respect to the president declaring his assets? Hello, Shadrach.
In the fight against corruption, as the president has been saying, and today, as under the 1992 Constitution, Article 550, it's incumbent on the president to declare his assets. So everything which was submitted in writing was sent or given to the Audit Service, and this was received by the Auditor General, Johnson Ekuyama-Esiedu, and this included every property, every asset and financial holdings that is owned by the president. And as the vice also narrated, now after the president has done so, up to March 31, every government appointee is also expected to declare their assets and face charges or face punishment, including being taken out of office. That is what the president has said. So we are looking forward to seeing all government appointees from today to March 31 declaring every asset they own. And I think that aside, the president has also underscored the need to do this, because even though they have decided to recover every loot from especially the past government or appointees from the past government, they feel like the president put the charity begins at home. So they would have to start their part and then subsequently channel their energies into getting other people to also do same. I mean, other appointees under him to do same, and then run along to getting whatever thing they feel appointees from the past government have also taken. So that's one. This is what transpired today. The president has, however, left Accra for the Volta region where the launch of the Educational Review Committee is also going to take place as promised some days ago, that there's going to be a review from kindergarten to the tertiary level. So we are expected to have the discussions going on today, or the meetings going on today in the Volta region. And then after that, the Council of State, the swearing in of the Council of State members is also going to happen here at the Flagstaff House. So it's quite a packed day today. It's running till around 6:30 or 7 p.m. and we will still be bringing viewers up to speed on every development this month.
All right, thank you very much.